As a follow-up to a video I did on my ideal daily drive car, it's time to choose an ultra-rare, ultra-performance car. Let's go have some fun. What's up guys, it's Mike for SimRacing604, and welcome to another episode of me living vicariously through video games. Not exactly how I imagined my adult life would be, but whatever. So in this fantasy, I'm incredibly rich with access to a racetrack on weekends. For a few hours, I leave my house cleaning staff to their own, and head to the track with my grown man toy in tow. Let's assume that I can only have one, that money is no object, and you could actually buy one of these. Obviously, this is a subjective choice, so let me tell you my criteria for choosing. First, I'm a fan of unapologetically purpose-driven vehicles. Smooth lines be damned, give me something that you take one look at from the outside and say, yeah, that thing's fast. Second, the interior needs to be something that says high performance, but with at least some effort put in to comfort and styling. Also, I need something that can carry a passenger. I just have a feeling that if I owned a car worth $2 million, that my friends would want to come for a ride. So let's eliminate race cars for now. It doesn't need to be road legal, but the interior of a race car is a little too Spartan for this showcase. And lastly, it needs to be fast. Really fast. I need something that justifies the outrageous cost when it's on the track. A few seconds gained around the Nordschleife won't be a deciding factor, but I need a car that would decimate something that you could just walk onto a car lot and buy. So here are my three finalists. The Ferrari FXX K is the track-focused factory tune of a LaFerrari. Its horsepower figure takes 4 digits to write out, and it even has active aero to keep it planted. The exterior looks exactly like it should, like the fastest Ferrari ever available to a limited number of customers. The interior of the car is a similar story. It's refined like a Ferrari should be refined, but subtle details like the KERS status and the fact that Ferrari fixed the seat position to help lower the driver's center of gravity dispel any notion that you're in a regular car. Your passenger would be surprisingly comfortable in this car as well. And finally, the speed. Even against other extreme Ferraris such as LaFerrari and the 812 Superfast, the FXX K appears otherworldly. 300 kilometers an hour seems like a banal feat, and in fact you pass the 300 mark without even using the final gear. Let's take a look at the FXX K on track. Next, the Pagani Zonda R. To car and racing enthusiasts, the looks are the epitome of the extremes of performance car design. To the untrained eye, it looks more like an unfinished engineering project. The interior, however, is not up for debate. It seems like every knob, every dial, every lever and gauge has been hand-selected and perfectly crafted to create an interior unrivaled by any other brand. It seems to have as much in common with a fighter jet as it does with a production car. Your passenger might complain about banging their knees on the exposed roll cage, but thankfully you won't be able to hear them whinging over the sound of the roaring AMG V12. In terms of performance, 647 at Nordschleife, 108 around the Top Gear test track. End of conversation. Just look. Our last car is the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. It's the most unapologetic of the lot. How unapologetic? If you thought that not being able to adjust your seat position in the FXX K was a bit extreme, how about having no seats at all in the Lamborghini? Your butt will need to be content with some strategically placed pads over carbon fiber. And speaking of carbon fiber, this car has a lot. A lot. Inside and out. So much so that the total dry weight of the car came in a hair under 1,000 kilograms. The carbon fiber exterior with red accents makes this an absolutely striking car. It looks like a weapon more than a sports car. And same with the interior. Car buffs can appreciate the unrelenting dedication to weight savings, down to the shift levers. It's as sparse and purpose-driven as Lamborghini could make it. And because of that, the acceleration of such a light car is staggering. And arguably, no car looks as sharp at high speeds. It looks like what Tony Stark would drive, in or out of his Iron Man suit. Have a look. So what's my choice? I choose the car that best represents unapologetic exterior with a purpose-built but stylistic interior. A rocket on the track, but with enough room for a friend. It's not an easy choice, but I choose the Pagani Zonda R. The Zonda R's design looks like the engineers won the conversation for the exterior looks, and the stylists held their ground for the interior looks. Its track performance is legendary. In 10 years of automotive development since the Zonda R was released, a few cars have surpassed its on-track capabilities, but not many, and not by much. Only 15 Zonda Rs were ever made, and if someone were to sell theirs, it would likely be for around $3 million. So it won't be in this lifetime that I get to drive one, but thanks to sim racing, we can make a dream come true, even if it's only virtually. So on that note, let's relive the experience of the Zonda R at Nordschleife. And please let me know in the comments what you would keep in your fantasy garage. Thank you for watching.